southern Oregon on the coast. Welcome back to Hippie Bliss Travel. Today is our first day of our vacation. We're heading on a 2-week vacation down the Highway 101, down the California coast. We made stops in Brookings, Redwood National Forest, Monterey Bay, Big Sur, and we ended up in Santa Barbara before we came home. And since we were on vacation, we just took our time, and anywhere that was beautiful or had a good scenic view, we just stopped. We're like, we're on vacation. We did purposely want to stop at the Arch Rock viewpoint. This one had two different views of the Arch Rocks. One on the north side of the viewpoint, one on the south. I think this is the one, if I remember right, this is one more on the north side. Um, And this one I like because the two trees kind of like frame it as like a picture frame. You get a nice little peek of view. And no matter, as we were driving, my husband multiple times said everywhere you look was $1 million view. And he repeated that many times. And this is the other view from the like southern end of this viewpoint. Also a stunningly spectacular view. What we were on the search of was the trailhead that took you down to the secret beach. It wasn't at this viewpoint we stopped at, but it's the next stop we made, which we stopped at the Natural Bridges viewpoint, and we thought there was a trail there that took you down to Secret Beach. Doing some research after we got back, it was probably the trailhead north of the Natural Bridges, of which is the Thunder Rock Cove viewpoint. Is it turns out is the one you wanted. But here we are driving down to the Natural Bridges viewpoint, and both of these are north of Brookings on Highway 101. There's no like entrance fee. It's just a pull over on the side to park. So as we're coming up, we noticed as we got closer that the where the Natural Bridges viewpoint was, the parking looked kind of crowded in the distance. It's not a big parking area, but as we pulled up, we decided, oh, there's parking here. Now, this may be the Thunder Rock Cove viewpoint. They're very close together. But we parked down there, parked here, and then we walked, I don't know, several hundred feet down to the actual parking lot. But this is the Natural Bridges viewpoint. And the parking area was smaller than where we parked, and it was pretty full of parking. And from here, continuing past this point, there is a trail. And we thought, well, hey, let's go see where the trail, thinking it would be a trail down to the secret beach area. And we got several hundred feet down the trail, and then the trail split right left. And if we went right, it looked like it started to head down toward the beach. So we wanted to take that one. And yeah, this is part of the trail. But they had it blocked off. Danger. They had actual physical barricade. I forget what the signs exactly said, but we thought, well, let's just keep going on the trail here. and see if we could find another way down. And we followed it for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And then we ran into another couple, and they said, oh, this trail just takes you back up to Highway 101. So at that point, we said, screw it. And we turned around and came back, not knowing that there was another point you could take down to Secret Beach. But that'll be, next trip down to this area, we'll definitely head to the other trailhead. But the walk was relatively easy. After we got back to the car, we headed and basically into Brookings is next. Brookings is still in Oregon. It's just a few miles from the California border. And when I was looking for hotels to book for the night, because a good 5, 6 hours from home at this point. And as you're looking for hotels, there isn't any like big Marriott, Hilton, big chains. They're all independent, small little hotels. So I found this one, and it had some really good reviews. It was near the coast, AmeriCoast Inn. I thought, well, we'll give it a shot. So at check-in, was joking with the guy checking us in, and he's like, yeah, he's retiring next Thursday, so he's got a lot of packing to do. And while we were there, they were booked. This was Memorial Day weekend. They were completely booked.
Here is our room, king size bed, basic room. Probably forever. There's only been one frosty. And they have no vacancy. They are full tonight, but this is over Memorial Day weekend. And the guy at the front desk is retiring next Saturday.
So initially, the room looked good. We thought, oh, we're good. He even gave us a laminated thing you got at the front desk with local restaurants in the area. So we picked out a restaurant, and right before we left, I went to the restroom and noticed that there's no shampoo, no conditioner, no soap, even though we had two shower caps, two face makeup removers, stuff like that. So we thought, oh, on the way home, back to the hotel, we'll stop and get some soap and shampoo and stuff. So we went to Zola's on the water. Excellent food. I mean, we had appetizers and everything. Delicious food, atmosphere, great. So we stopped at Fred Meyer. I got some little toiletries, some soap and shampoo, and got back to the hotel room. At about 10:30, I was like, I'm gonna go rinse off in the shower. Noticed our towel selection there was two washcloths. So I used one of the shower caps, rinsed off in the shower, patted dry with the washcloth. And yeah, I figured wrapping, drying my hair in those little washcloths weren't going to work. The guy was retiring in 2 weeks, I think at 10:30 at night, going, "Hey, where's my towels?" It was cheap. There's no amenities, no breakfast, but it was a clean, quiet room, other than no towels, soap, shampoo. But here's a view just before sunset. This wraps up the first day of our vacation. Thank you for watching Hippie Bliss Travel today. If you made it to the end, give us a like and a subscribe, and hope to see you next week when we're going to be in the Redwood National Forest. Hope to see you then. Bye.